your angels and your guides, I think, are really coming through with this loud and clear message that I just cannot stop hearing all day. Hello, by the way, from Portugal, here with the doggies. Aslan. They're so good. I hope that the audio is okay. I wasn't going to make a video, but it just like was coming through so strong right now. So I know that it kind of like clicks in and out with these headphones. Bear with me. But as I've been moving through really the past few days, I've been working on the app NŌVÉ, so I've been a little MIA everywhere in my life, and it's just been this consistent thing where my guide specifically has been showing up in conversations, in paintings on the wall in a cafe this morning, in like I clicked on a random Instagram account that had left a comment on my profile, and I don't normally do that, and I just had the feeling to do it. And then like pretty much all of his artwork was of my guide. I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is so crazy. And what I've been feeling is that the veil, what did I hear? I heard the veil is coming down. It's like it's shattering like a glass veil, almost like it's like a glass wall has shattered. And I love the Sarah J Maas books because they're just they have so many downloads in them. So this was kind of from Akhtar, but pretty much it's like there's the side with magic and there's the side without magic. And they were showing me my guides, and like this conversation were showing me that even though the veil is lifted, and we know this, maybe you've heard about this discussion of like the timeline split. It's like even though the veil has lifted, there's still going to be the old earth pretty much and then the new earth. And like you have the free will and the option to cross over now that it's not there, or like most people do. You probably already have. You're probably like a leader in this. But it's like the whole world is changing so fast. And the thing about our guides that has been coming through is like the communication before was maybe like a little sporadic, a little bit here and there, a little bit like, okay, I know you're there, like send me a sign, send me your sign. And I feel like now more than ever, you're going to have such clear, open communication. And it's just going to improve more and more and more. It's almost like I'm being shown like it's a muscle, right? And so the more that you try, like literally just, and maybe you already do this, but like sit down, close your eyes, ask a question. And when the answer comes to you that just doesn't seem like your normal thought, like it'll have almost like a different charge to it, sometimes a different sound to it, sometimes a different, you know, feeling to it. Like we have different ways of receiving divine guidance. I teach this in 21 days to know your divine guidance. But pretty much it's like when you get that feeling and you know that it's not your normal thought, that's when you're channeling. That's when you're open up to the divine, and that's when you can start to have these conversations and ask like, okay, what is it that I need to focus on right now? We have these doggies. Aslan loves other dogs, and he's so excited about them. But we're in the middle of something, Aslan. And I just feel like this had to come through today as your reminder that like your your ability to communicate is stronger than ever. The veil is falling and has fallen and shattered in many ways, which only increases our access to the magic that we truly are. And ask those questions. Like, not only are your guides going to answer, but also your brain. Like, your brain is a machine that has been designed to answer questions. Let me settle that off. But yeah, your brain is also designed to answer these questions and to answer whatever question that you're asking. So if you're always asking, like, why is money so hard to make? Why am I so alone? Why am I so single or whatever? Then you're going to get those answers. And then you're going to get the charge to those answers. And then you're going to have, the frequency of that in your field. And then your field, shifts matter. And so allow yourself to ask the questions that support you. In NŌVÉ, I just finished designing or like editing the spoken word in the guided journal for dreams. And so I kind of forgot about the dream interpreter that I designed. And I went and did it today because I remembered a really vivid dream. I was like, oh my gosh, this interpreter is so freaking cool. I honestly love this app. Like, it's like my favorite app as a user, honestly. And so then I have the option to take the dream and then to go do guided sessions with it. And so the guided sessions, like the guided questions that I use, I really try and frame the questions in a way that your brain has to answer from the perspective of your chosen timeline and like really get into that energy and that frequency. And so the when you do this, you redirect, you rewire, you show your mind the way. Now more than ever is the time to start redesigning your mind to align with the life that you choose. I was just going on this walk after going to the grocery store. I wasn't really going to walk far because I have groceries in the car. But I was like, my guides really were like, you need to go walk in the energy. Walk in the energy of your most abundant self, of the self that has launched the app, because we're almost to that point, and I want to prepare for it because it is something that I know is going to be a different version of me. And oftentimes when we step into the new timeline, it's so new that our nervous system does not know what to do with it. And so the way that we prepare for these quantum leaps is we continue to visualize and continue to show our mind and show our body what it's like to be in that timeline. And so ask the questions, ask your guides, allow yourself to experience reality as your chosen timeline self now before you're there. And I know that you guys know this. I think that this is just like I was meant to come on and remind you. So it'll be a short one. So if you guys want to sign up for NŌVÉ, I still have the doors open for founding members. So I'm going to close it soon. I'm just waiting for the final go ahead from or approval from the App Store. And so if the link is valid, you can join the founding members. And if you want to join my women's retreat in Italy, that is still available too. Go ahead and join the group chat, and then we will get started there once we have 50 women in there. It's in July in Italy. And then I think that's all that I have for you guys. And so Aslan is like ready to walk. So we're going to go walkie, and I will see you guys in the next video.